a little rascal, I fell to this ghetto. The streets be the physical, my conscience never settle. I hate to beat my rituals, blasting off my weapon. My mental got the chemicals like weapons of mass destruction. Function how I wanna, like Bush with no repercussions. Who the fuck is hearing me? No warnings, nobody coming. Dead bodies in the meal, numbers just steady counting. I bet the coroner just feel like a damn accountant. Bodies piling up, cause the devil trying to build a mountain. Oh man, oh my God. This is our alliance. All connected like the saltwater seas. To kill off our brain, kill them all. Yeah, that song, oh, yo. That's from 2006. It's like, man, come on, man. It's 19 years old, man. Digging in the catalog. You boy that old, man. Gotta give my ass cap. Hold on. Them ain't gangsters. Cause OG niggas know the... What? Science is the answer. My affirmations vicious, I solicit niggas' minds. Better watch out. Atomic move busters. The ladies chase it. And they plotting to shoot you. Peace. Not like this. Proper peace don't come together. Stay together. A.L.I.A.S, your boy, the Prince, signing off, man. You know what I'm saying? I was 23 years old. The boy Supreme Prince A.L.I.A. was putting it down, man. Just like that, man. Started my own little thing. But today's mathematics, we're going to get right into it, man. I know y'all missed me. It's been like 4 weeks. And I told you we're going to keep it going, man. It's unorthodox, man. It ain't got no set schedule. You know, our big sponsors ain't came and put down nothing on no bag. So right now, it's just my bag and my time. Being that today is December 10th, we're going to build off the 10. And 10 is knowledge cipher. You know, 1 is knowledge, 0 cipher. You know, those that don't know, you know, knowledge is the foundation and root of all things. It begins and starts with knowledge, which is the number 1. And then you have 0, which is a cipher, a binary system, a code. 0 always represents kind of like a start over. Things start over. That's why when you go 1 through 10, then what? After 0, you got another 1. Start over. And, you know, that's part of the mathematics is knowledge cipher. And then I go with just I see. You know, just I see equality. J is the 10th letter in the alphabet. So that's justice. And just I see. You know, just I see equality. So I'm going to buzz down today's mathematics night. Knowledge cipher, just I see equality. So, you know, if I see this and apply this law right into my life, it's going to make things more abundant and godly, which goes into 7 if I'm dealing with equality, when just I see equality and justice. So if that makes sense for those, I'm going to try to keep it a little simpler and sweet, you know what I'm saying, for the dummies in the back, not the ones with the fly hats. So, but like, knowledge your cipher so you can see equality. You know what I mean? If you got 1, 2, 3 birds, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about females, or I'm talking about the females, that's the goddesses, that's got a couple dudes and girls in their bag, you know what I'm saying, on their roster, whatever, you know. But once you see the equality in all 5, all 2, or just the 1, when you see the equality in that, that's your circle. You know, when you see the equality in your children and how you can apply them to these people on your roster, you know, once you see the equality in it all, you're going to see the abundance, man. And that's peace, man. That's peace, peace, peace. So, yeah, just to go into what's been going on last culture weeks. Culture freedom is 4. And it's also E, you know, when you look at the letter E, equality. So since we building equality keep coming up, been part of my conversations. And then in the last episode, we dealt with knowledge equality and born into God. So all this week and the week before and the week before that, I've been mastering how to put all this together, or how to master time and also days. That's something that maybe we all need to reconsider And that's another topic when we talk about esoteric knowledge. We can speak about time, speak about the years, about the calendars. Um, One of my missions and goals includes that, just trying to get that out of my diet, get that out of my daily ritual every day, waking up to time in the days. It don't make sense to a lot of people, but you got to build your own universe in that sense. You know what I'm saying? So the esoteric aspects that they leave out of our education, man, is left on us. And so, I mean, I'm here using this, the universe using me as a guide, a messenger, and as a tool to educate, And I hope it's some young ones out here. But if the seeds at school right now and they ain't ready for this, then, the parents still young too, if they're adolescent in the mind. OG told me one time that, most females, you can't count their age of independence until after 18. So if a woman 24, she's really telling you she's 6 years old, and you might have to handle her accordingly. And it ain't no disrespect, it's just to those that's knowing it's some people out here like that. Vice versa, I got a female cousin that deal with an older gentleman, and, from the stories I hear, man, you be like, man, what the hell? They breeding men like this? But I know they are, because I've been there in the belly of the beast and been around a few of them. I was a certified tutor, state of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin to me stands for wise cons sin. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're going to be a convict, man, you got to keep sinning in your repertoire, because it's a part of your criminality. So you're only going to get karma when you keep a nice balance of both. Shit, excuse my French, not stuck, just in thought. That's what I've been doing, meditating and understanding the importance of meditation. Ars Nova has been inspired by so many people that I've been around that's doing this type of thing on another level, but they all started somewhere. I always thought I was going to have to get started somewhere special, but then I said, I am the special part, and that's what we all got to see in ourselves. We all special. So when you see the special parts in yourself, you ain't going to be worried about everything not being perfect. You got to take what you have and see the equality in all of it, and how it can apply to what you're trying to manifest as the creator, because we can all be creators. You don't have to be a male to create. We know that, right? So, those females that's the queens, the earths, the goddesses that inspired and want to stay inspired, you got to inspire those around you, by seeing how you can equally share your gifts with your whole circle. And that circle is big. It consists of a lot of different moving parts, but only you know those moving parts. So I'm looking for something. Can't find it right this second, but either way it goes, just want to keep it funky, y'all, and play some old music, reflecting on my catalog. And, I have a very lengthy catalog. Most of this stuff is pre-released, ain't even been released, man. And it be heat from years ago, man, when I was younger. And I'm like, man, well, the shit I was talking. And then up against this world, when you one of them ones that want to set yourself apart or been set apart because you know it, you got knowledge yourself, it ain't a burden, but you just question a lot of everything around you. Everything. I wanted to do a call in today to get some input on these men versus women relationships, because the fact that we can't communicate and have open understanding, it hurts my heart. In my book, I'm gonna continue to promote it. If you guys want to get it, just send me a message on YouTube, send me a message on Facebook, send me a message, man. These is direct to consumer, man. You gotta get it from me, man. If you ain't get it from me, man, it's counterfeit, man. The one on Amazon is like, it's counterfeit, basically. They collecting the royalties, they collecting the money off of it, and they only giving out digital copies of it. And I gotta claim some of them royalties back from them. But you can go on Amazon and find the same book. The cover not gonna look like this though. It's gonna have some of the words, but the words ain't even the same, because the book got re-edited and everything before I got it out to my the company that I'm working with. Now, I'm not going to give that name away yet. I will, maybe the next episode, but I kind of want to make sure everything is, A-okay. But for now, you can get this Us Versus Us from me directly, and it has multiple chapters, probably 7, and all of them break down as far as what's going on in the African American community, some of the problems that are plaguing the African American community. And these are observations that I made in Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility back in, what year was that? 2007? No, I had enough time to evaluate a lot and observe a lot from the inside and the outside. But one thing about the inside just gave me so much clarity about black men. It's just like, man, it raised me up, man. That was my father, prison. Prison gave me the male in every color and every shape and design. So I didn't get a lot of the women part in there, but that's all I got when I was out here. Yeah, and to this day, people know, hey, man, I don't have too many problems, man. If I have a problem in life, it's probably coming from a woman, because that's kind of my kryptonite. Okay, let's keep it real. I'm attracting that, so I always had to manage and deal with what's good for me, what's filtering. It's called filtering. And I got this saying, this quote. One of my NSA roommates, a white Jewish doctor, man, he told me, he wrote it down and hung it up on the wall one day, because I told him this quote that I made up. I make up quotes. I got my own dictionary of words I made up and they meanings, things of that nature. But it's like, do not let your ignorance mistake my confidence for arrogance. That I have women tell my brothers or somebody I know that they thought I was stuck up in high school back in the day. And to this day, women, I might work and not be saying nothing to them. They think I'm cocky and he stuck up, or he, like, hold on, mom, I mean, don't think because I seem to be a sex symbol that that's what I want. I was always shy as a child. I wasn't trying to be the person that got the spotlight on them, even though I might have all the talent. Might be the most talented person in there. But my lack or inability, insecurity to want to be the center of attention made me hold back. Now, as I got older, I've been able to embrace it, but it's been like in a Mamba mentality type of way. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo, man, but the same shit that Michael Jackson, Nas probably go through, Kobe went through as centers of attention and stars with their skills. The humility that I see those guys carry or seen them carry when they're not performing, just let me know they had to channel it. You got to find a way to be that without, coming out of your character. Because naturally, that's not who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You might be a monk like me. I'd rather be chilling, reading some books. I'm surrounded by books. I'd rather be drawing some shit. You know what I mean? I'd rather be making some songs. Might rather be playing chess. That's just what I'd rather be doing. And somebody else might look at me about, oh, dude, square ass. No, I do love to get money. You know what I'm saying? That's spare time. Those are all hobby shit I'm doing when it ain't no cash involved. So, that being said, man versus woman is very interesting right now. And in my book, it speak about that. I think Us Versus Us, I don't think, but I know. And that's something I want to point out too on this show. The words thinking and believing lacks knowing. It lacks knowledge. This is very ignorant. Them too. I think or I believe. Now I know. I'm for certain. So we gotta consider that. The book starts off with that foundation, which is the household. That's chapter 1. Then we move into the community, the churches, then businesses, then the relationship, man versus man, woman versus woman, man versus woman. And this is African American community, urban city dwellings. I'm telling you, this shit gotta be multiplied probably around the world in other black communities, just in a different language, a different tongue. But where's the hierarchy at now? What is we going off of? Our own teachings, our own thinking, or are we going based off of what Western civilization has taught us about ourselves? I'm going to repeat that. What Western civilization has taught us about ourselves. So you think because you get a dog and domesticate it, put it in your house, and you teach it how to, train, go outside, use the bathroom, eat out this bowl, that's all they know how to do? I'm pretty sure if you train it how to go jump over a fence and go grab that little girl and bite her leg, it'll do that too. It's all about the information a colonizer or a master want to give to his people or his slaves. We're not going to use derogatory words, but his they call it, ain't off the top of my head, subjects in the king's court. You know what I mean? His subjects. So these are my subjects. He's subjected to his math then and his degrees. And when you come into knowledge itself and you start learning something different, that's getting hidden, I guess, and trapped and enclosed or embezzled inside the Nation of Islam. Not to say nothing ill about them, but I don't understand institutions that have all the power of knowledge and they just not out here banging on doors saying y'all need to come to this meeting or we'll have a meeting in y'all house. Where they at? This is serious. But small fry in a big pond and fish, but it is what it is. So anybody that is looking to grow and develop as a person from what they've been in needs to seriously consider networking with like-minded individuals, having those real conversations. When you're somewhere and everybody getting fucked up and they talking about some bullshit, say some shit like, hey y'all, what y'all think is the most important out of money, power, respect? And if you could have one of the three to the utmost and think it'll get you where you want to go in life, which would it be? Something like that. All that does is take our time and attention away from sports and entertainment and the latest gossip, get people to thinking. And when people think in one setting, they tend to move from that setting and they start to think more. They start to dig into thinking. They start to search for thinking and new thoughts, because once you think, it's going to bring on a thought. If you read, it's going to bring on more thoughts, and then it's going to introduce you into gateways and doorways of infinite knowledge. You know what I mean? And we the infinite beings. We are not low lives, but we out here operating on low frequencies, and we inviting in low frequency to dump us down. No dumbing down. No dumbing down. Black woman, don't look at the infinite and say, oh man, I want to carry the infinite star seed. Then you get that star seed and say, boom, this superior being ain't doing what he's supposed to do at the speed of light like I need him to. So I'm going to just, throw him under the bus. I don't care. Social media, I'm going down to child support. I'm going to liaisons. I'm going to CPS. I'm telling everybody all the bad things that I need them to think about him, because I don't want him to have access to the seed that he planted in me. I'm not tripping. I'll never be tripping. I'm just going to keep spitting degrees. They don't like 16s. We're going to go back to that. Talked about that on the last episode. Y'all know what letter that is. We know what knowledge equality is. Yeah, they dropping these realms. They dropping realms around this motherfucker from their mouthpiece, man. Very capable, highly capable. They told me, man, they don't want to fuck with you, P, man, because you don't stand on business. They playing their pussy, they playing their whatever, they playing their ass. They don't want to do it. Man, I'm not propagating that. Shit, I'm gonna get congratulated. You know what I'm saying? By the right ones that's watching. Cause I'm paying homage. Shit, they ain't gonna have to sign me. They just gonna say, hey man, we fuck with dude, don't fuck with dude. You know what I'm saying? We all finna eat, man. Milwaukee County, man, we gotta do is what? Shit. I ain't finna keep dropping names and shit. But they watching, they tuning in. You know what I'm saying? One person I will shout out though is because he slept on. Most people don't know him, man. And not that he's hilarious, because one thing I know about humor, and I got it, it's the truth. You know what I mean? Everybody probably can't get on the stage and make a crowd laugh. Man, I bet $1 million I can get on the and make them laugh just because of gift and gab. But shout out to what's buddy name, man? See, I forgot about it. Out in Cali, man, Sugar Free, man. Shout out to Sugar Free, man. That's all I got to say, man. Oakland was here a couple weeks ago. Too Short Dog, and them was here. And I feel like my dame, she was supposed to be there, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess one of her tricks, he love dude. You know, all the OGs, man, they love him. They love Short Dog, man. When that crack drop, Too Short came like crack rock. Shit, for real, with that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? They love him in Milwaukee County. He got love here. He got people. I believe he done heard my shit over there at Godzilla House, man, at the little mansion out there in Mequon. They had me on the album that I'm on with a lot of, you know, I'm on there with Buddy, this really Godzilla MC, you know what I'm saying? Alex, shout out to Alex, you know. Alex dropped some shit and had everybody on there, bro. And they came to Milwaukee, they was all out there with them, you know what I'm saying? That's when Bushwick was alive. I was supposed to be there. Godzilla told me where it was at. I was supposed to come where Bushwick was at, but I was caught up in the distraction era. Straight up. It's probably not too many black successful people that won't tell you. When you ask me this question, when did your life change for you dramatically, if you could think about it, or you before you met your success? And they probably gonna say when I left my ex, when I got rid of my wife, when I let distraction go. You know what I mean? I had a distraction then, you know, every time for the last 9 years, bow, bow, bow. I put myself in distraction mode, distraction energy, you know, low vibrations instead of embracing. Hold on, the ones that's like, yeah, I see where you going, I'm rocking what you need. Fuck all these chains. You know, you dealing with a person that come from chains, bro. See that shit, man? I drew that shit. He's behind bars rapping. Like, when you free yourself from chains mentally and physically, you know, because I was on paper. I did the prison shit, man. I got them people all together. 18 years. Shit. 12 physical, 6 on the piece on the street. Shit that got took back. So really, probably 20 since I was 17. You know what I mean? I'm a degree now that, you know, it don't matter. To me, I'm Thomas, man. That shit preserved me. Shit. Motherfuckers be like, dude, look, every bit of 20 something. Cool. I don't care what you think. Age ain't nothing but a number. For now, it ain't nothing but a thing. And there's so many people out here with fake disguises and identities and shit, man. Welcome to the space age, man. But yeah, that Short Dog situation kind of, you know, opened my eyes, because when I started looking around my shitty in the gram and all that shit, oh, they was in town. You know what I mean? Then you got some Max on there spitting some shit to me. So if Bishop spits some shit to me, if Ken spits some shit to me, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Free spits some shit to me, if Goldie spits some shit to me, then I'm like, okay, shit. They spitting that shit. They trying to build you up, bro. That's how I look at it. Jocking and Boaz, I don't feel like you gotta go through them doors. And that's what some peace might know. Maybe they can be in them doors for you. Maybe they running the whole shit behind closed doors. You feel me? And I'd rather be on the outside, not even looking in. Because I already know what's going on inside. It's like a cogwheel machine is just working. Yeah, they got eyes and ears and mind. They got people working, but the cogwheel working. It's like it's playing chess. It's putting pieces on pieces. It's playing chess. So They always ask me when they was having them courtyard conversations, hey, which one you think is the most important piece on the board, OG? OG telling them which is the most important piece. Now, I heard Ken drop down a cold piece on the most important piece. And I heard a lot of people interpretations. In my skull, it's like, who playing God? The controller. Who's the master controller? It's the person moving the piece. I don't give a fuck what piece on there, because people lose with this piece, without that piece, no pieces, less pieces, but they got the mind to win the motherfucking game. And some people gonna say it's the queen. Some people gonna say, well, the whole point is to check the king. So it must be the king. So fuck it. If that little cogwheel going, you know what I'm saying? In the 16s, they having 50th anniversaries, and some getting released from home from doing devious shit, man. But they represent that shit, man, to the fullest, to the T. Then shit, I'm next in line, but I don't gotta be defined by nobody's design. You get it? But yeah, that cogwheel, boom, boom, fuck it, shit. Make me the king on the board then. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get put up in no war like who claiming who, man. But shit, who I know and who I don't know, who I wish I knew, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's enough for all of us to eat. It's enough game for all of us to shame. You see? Straight up, because we need to get together, unify. Like I was saying in the last episode with man and the woman, this shit go deeper because man got divine feminine, woman got divine masculine. Put this shit together, man. Put this shit together, man. Straight up. Put it together. Sad. 10-year-old got killed today. Seen that on the news. After the snow. No. I don't say prayers. Because we got to think about what we're saying. If I was to say I'm praying on you, for you, and all that, you know, think about the English language as a spell, you know. We just got to do better. We got to, you know, ask God and tell God, you know, make something good of this. Make it make sense, you know, because the wise don't really give it all the answers. You know, you want it to make sense, and you want to force yourself to look at it like it's making sense now, you know. And for all those believers and those non-believers,